Um, all right, well, I'll kick us off. Hey, everyone. I'm Alon Abramson. I'm the Director of Residential Programs at the Philadelphia Energy Authority. I am really excited to be here with Hapco Group today. We actually presented to you guys before COVID, probably back in 2018, when we were first launching our partnership with American Water Resources. We were really excited to be able to share, a new program at the time, that was going to provide protection for, those exterior water and sewer lines, and as landlords of, owners of at least 1 to 4 unit properties, that's a really great way to protect yourself, against unexpected costs, especially, for tenant properties where we know there's a lot of use and stuff just kind of happens. So we're here to talk about that program today. There's actually a few additional protection programs that are now available. We haven't had the chance to talk to you all about that. And then we also have Rachel Mulberry here from PHDC, who is going to be talking about a new forgivable loan program that's, I guess, well, Rachel can tell you about timeline and everything, all the details about that, but that's going to be, I think, also a lot of interest to the Hapco membership. It's a new program that probably looks like one, for the older folks in the industry that, was around a while ago, but I think takes care of a lot of the issues that were that were being experienced with that program in the past. Anyway, again, that'll be for Rachel to talk about. But to start, I'm gonna hand it over to Lewis, right, to give a bit of the background on the American Water Resources Partnership, and I'll be happy to jump in and add a little bit of color to that. Liz, does that make sense? Ready to do that?
Yeah, that sounds good, Alon. I just want to confirm, do I need to share the presentation that was sent over? Do you guys have it to share?
I think it would be great, especially for the recording, if we could
Sure.
that up and just walk through that. And let's try to keep our presentation to like 10 or 15 minutes max.
I think that is exactly what it will be. So just give me a minute here to get set up and we can get started. Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. Give me one moment.
Sure.
How about now?
Yes, now we can.
All right. Fantastic. All right. So good morning, everyone. My name is Lewis Donor. I am the Strategic Partnerships Manager for American Water Resources in partnership with the Philadelphia Energy Authority. I'm here today to represent American Water Resources with Tyrone Smith, who is our contractor manager for the Philadelphia area. So say a big hello there, Tyrone. Thanks. So we're here to talk to you today about protection programs for Philadelphia homeowners. First things first, though, I did want to talk about the partnership selection process. So how did this partnership come to fruition? So in 2018, the Philadelphia Energy Authority put out a competitive RFP to ensure Philadelphia Water Department customers receive the best value on service line protection program offerings for single family and small multifamily homeowners. American Water Resources is proud to have been selected for a multi-year contract with the Philadelphia Energy Authority based on strict guidelines for quality and affordability. And an interesting fact actually about our partnership with the Philadelphia Energy Authority is PEA is the only partner for us that's endorsed by City Council. So very cool as well. So taking a look at American Water Resources by the numbers, we have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've been around for 30 plus years providing home protection programs for customers in Philadelphia and domestically throughout the country as well. 120 million in annual savings for our partner communities. So we have partnerships with obviously Philadelphia Energy Authority, but with some other municipalities throughout the country as well, where we've saved homeowners 120 million annually. We have 200,000 homes repaired on average claim visits per year. So domestically throughout the country, we'll see around 200,000 homes that we repair for our customers. And on average, our customer satisfaction scores right around a 9 out of 10. This is an average for all of our partnerships throughout the country. Program highlights. So AWR has saved Philadelphia homeowners over $45 million from unexpected service line failures. We have a 93% customer satisfaction rating here in the city of Philadelphia, and we have nearly 90,000 eligible Philadelphia homeowners that have signed up for our protection programs. A couple things that I did want to mention here regarding signing up for our program. You do need to own your home. So if you are signing up as a customer, you need to make sure that you are the homeowner. It cannot be under a leasee's name. It needs to be under the homeowner's name. And also you need to be connected to a water and sewer utility to be enrolled in our programs. Service line responsibility. So many homeowners across Philadelphia are unaware of their responsibilities to maintain and repair their water and sewer service lines. Service line repair and replacement costs can run into the thousands of dollars, if not, multiples of thousands of dollars. And many homeowners are often left with staggering bills in order to restore water and sewer service to their homes. So when we take a look at our typical homeowner water line responsibility and sewer line responsibility here, you'll see that from the water main to the street side of the water meter is where it is protected for the water line protection plan. And from the sewer main to the external foundation wall of the home is where it is protected for the sewer line protection program. One thing I wanted to make mention of as well is this is an emergency repair program that must have an active leak, clog, or break. We are not a line replacement service due to anything that is not considered normal wear and tear. So Tyrone, you're on mute there. Can you add in any additional context into there?
Well, we cover from the, as you were saying, we cover from the water meter to the water main, from the sewer to the external foundation wall. We do vent box, drain cleaning, lateral repairs, full service replacements, partial service replacements. We will remove lead and galvanized piping if they have any defects.
Right, thank you. So talking about water and sewer line protection. So we said we have around 90,000 customers enrolled in the city of Philadelphia. Majority are enrolled in this combo water line and sewer line protection plan. Philadelphia Water Department customers have access to discounted partnership pricing on water line and service line protection plans specifically. This is, kind of our core product that the majority of Philadelphians are enrolled in. The pricing for combo water sewer line is $9.89 a month. So if you were to just enroll in water line, it's $4.99 a month. If you were to just enroll in sewer line, it's $7.99 a month. So you're actually getting a discounted price at $9.89 a month for that combo water sewer line plan there. There are no deductibles, no service fees, and water and sewer line coverage offers unlimited protection for covered repairs. One thing I do want to call out here is there is a 30-day waiting period for making a claim. So if you sign up for our protection plan, you cannot just call and immediately make a claim and expect for a contractor to come out and make a repair. You have to wait 30 days. There's a 30-day waiting period for you to call in and make your first claim. So what is covered? What's covered in the water and sewer line protection plan? We have clogs, blockages, burst pipes due to normal wear and tear, pipe collapse, pipe damage from tree roots, pipe corrosion, excavating, equipment, backfilling holes, leaking pipes, reseeding yards, and inspections. When our contractors come out, they must find an exposed vent box and or water box to perform service. So I do want to make a call out there as well. It will be the customer's responsibility if they are unable to give us proper access to that to make a repair. We did just talk about what's covered. Tyrone, would you mind stepping in and talking about a few of the things that are not covered with the program?
Yes. Things that are not covered are third-party damage. That's the item that will be damaged due to not normal wear and tear. Say if the gas company's out there digging, they hit your water line. You called another plumber who excavated or was trying to snake your drain and got a cable stuck in your drain. These are things that we would deem as third-party damage. Or if you had a problem or NOD prior to you signing up for the program, that wouldn't be covered. It has to be normal wear and tear after the date of your signing up and you waited your 30 days. Anything comes in after that will be covered by us.
The only other thing I think I would add to that is shared water lines and shared sewer lines are not covered as well. All right. So we talked about the water and sewer line combo protection plan. We also have additional products, as Alon had spoke to for our introduction there, where we have new product pricing and coverage on different plans, such as our interior electric plan, our gas line protection plan, our surge protection plan. We have an in-home clog plan, as well as a water heater plan. So you'll see here, our pricing for interior electric is $498 a month. You get $5,000 worth of coverage per occurrence there. Gas line, $498 a month, $2,500 of coverage per occurrence there. This also includes an annual inspection. And then for surge, we have $498 a month with $5,000 in coverage per annual term. We also do offer a bundle called Energy Essentials that's available for $1198. That includes all three programs, so you get a discount for enrolling in the Energy Essentials bundle that includes these three plans that you'll see listed here. Our in-home clog plan, that comes in at $799 a month. That's $2,000 worth of coverage per occurrence. There is a $25 claim fee. So there will be a service fee of $25 to have a contractor come out, as well as with our water heater protection plan coming in at $9.99 a month. You get $1,500 worth of coverage with a $25 claim fee there. Going on to our in-home plumbing clog plan. This is the interior clog service that protects you up to $2,000 for covered drain line clogs. What you'll see here in this diagram is a typical wastewater line. So these are the things that would be covered. You'll see this illustration below shows how much American Water Resources would cover for homeowners protected by the optional in-home plumbing clog protection program. So if you do have a clog issue here, I do want to call out this just covers clogs only. This does not cover any repairs. So we do actually have an in-home plumbing plus plan that covers repairs as well, which costs $19.99 a month. Moving forward here to our water heater repair and replacement. This will cover repairs to your gas, electric, or propane water heater, and also the replacement of an entire unit if deemed necessary and it cannot be repaired. This is up to $1,500 of annual protection. So it is maxed out at $1,500. And this is also in the event, as I mentioned, that it cannot be repaired. All of the work will be performed by local, insured, and independent contractors. If that entire unit needs to be replaced, we'll even take the unit and remove it from your home for you. We cover hot water heater repairs, and we will replace, like I mentioned, up to $1,500 annually if necessary, but we do not cover any additional appliances with this plan. So I do want to call that out as well. And taking a look at that Energy Essentials bundle. So you'll see here, we have our typical responsibility of natural gas lines, electric lines, and then electronics here for the surge program. It just shows a few of the things that could go wrong in a typical home. If you are enrolled, one thing I do want to mention on electric line is this does not cover fixtures. It covers wiring inside the home, not outside the home. For gas line, again, we do not cover appliance repairs or fixtures. Coverage stops at the gas hose. It covers the gas piping, valve replacement, leak detection, and repair. Tyrone, am I missing anything there on that?
No, that's everything.
All right, fantastic. So we also included here just a quick program guide that goes over the products, shows the monthly pricing, and then also kind of has a coverage limit and benefits section here. It will tell you what the coverage limit is if there is one, and essentially what's included with the benefits of each product. You'll see to the right here as well, we have our customer service line. It's 844-765-7260. If there is an escalation and you do have an issue with anything, you can reach out to PEA. So we provided Alon's email address here and phone number if there are any issues whatsoever there. And if you do have any questions or want more information on our program, you can go to awrusa.com/Philadelphia. If you go to awrusa.com, it will actually ask you to type in a zip code of where your residence is. So you can type in the zip code, see all of the products that are available specifically in your zip code. It'll actually ask you a prompt if you're a homeowner. If you click yes to that prompt, you'll receive all of the pricing that we went over here today. And so if you do need more information, you can reach out via the web or by giving us a call. And then we also do have here, as again, Alon's contact information if you have any questions for Philadelphia Energy Authority. So I'm going to take a pause there that's our presentation today. Are there any questions that anyone on the line has regarding our protection plans?
Yes, I do. So look, how quick is the response time for let's say a clogged main drain?
Yep. Tyrone, do you want to take that one?
On an average, you'll receive a phone call back within 2 hours.
Okay.
We like to have the guys on site within 4, weather permitting and availability. Depending on if it's a weekend, most of the guys have people on call. So you do have 24-hour service. They will call you and get you scheduled.
Great.
And that's a really good point, Tyrone. We do have a 24-hour call center for these emergencies. So if you do have an issue, you call into the phone number that we have, and then you would call. We have an IVR prompt where you can click to make a claim, and then the contractor will reach out to schedule with you and figure out when they can come out as soon as possible to come and make the repair.
So when it comes to the drain to the sewer line, what if you have a trap that drops and is creating an issue with backup concerning the accumulation of grease in the trap? Is that something that's covered?
Yes.
So a drop trap is covered.
A drop trap is covered.
Yep, it would be
considered normal wear and tear. Anything through normal wear and tear.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think, like, I'm sure all the landlords already do. We obviously discourage folks from flushing, flushable wipes, quote unquote flushable wipes, and things like that down the drain to avoid those kinds of issues. Nobody wants to back up to begin with, but yes, if they come up on that, they'll still cover it. They'll probably just have a conversation with the tenant at that point to try to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yes, if you do call our line and you're on hold whatsoever, we actually have a prompt on the phone telling people that flushable wipes are not flushable, because we see a lot of issues due to flushable wipes. Yep. So Alon, thank you for bringing that up. We highly recommend everyone let their, the residents know that flushable wipes are not flushable and cause issues. Any other questions? Alrighty, well, Tavine, Alon, if you don't have this already, we'll send you this presentation so it can be shared. And if anyone does have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Lewis, which brings us to Rachel. And
thanks, Alon.
Yeah, over to you.
Thanks. Yeah, and thanks, Lewis. That was really interesting and helpful. And I think we'll add that to some of the resources that we share, both on the homeowner side and the landlord side. So I'm excited to share an update for some of you. I know Greg has heard pieces of this before, and with the rest of Hapco membership, where PHDC is with the Rental Improvement Fund. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, can you all see my presentation okay? Great. Yeah. Wonderful. So I'll keep this brief and leave time for questions. As Alon mentioned, PHDC has a long history of working with landlords to try and provide financing products for repairs. And we're very excited now in 2023 to be back with the third or fourth iteration, I think going back to the 90s when there was a program called MEND. And then back in 2020 and 2021, there's a small pilot program also called the Rental Improvement Fund. And we're back with same name, new look, and pretty confident that this set of forgivable loans will be a really powerful tool for small landlords in Philadelphia. So with that, there's a couple of really complementary program objectives. First and foremost, being here at PHDC, our goal is always to preserve the long-term affordability, in this case of private rental housing. We're particularly focused on attracting small landlords to this program who have properties with significant deferred maintenance. And we really want to prioritize repairs that'll have the biggest impact on tenant health, safety, and energy use, and that are going to help improve the long-term financial stability of small landlords, which PHDC and the city see as a really essential part of our housing landscape. So in terms of who's eligible, again, this is focused on small landlords in part because of work that Hapco has done over the years that's showed how difficult it is for small landlords to access alternate financing for small repair jobs. So we're targeting landlords who own no more than 15 units spread across no more than 5 rental properties. And as I'll show on the next slide, we're looking at properties where the rent is already relatively affordable. In most parts of Philadelphia, this is not particularly different than market rate, but it does take out, obviously higher rent areas of the city. So we're looking really at kind of middle neighborhoods and some lower income neighborhoods where we think this loan product will be a really great fit. Properties do need to be current or under a payment agreement for city taxes. And we are not requiring a rental license or property insurance if the repair need is the reason that the property owner can't get the license or insurance. And in that case, we would allow them to move forward. And of course, as soon as the construction is complete, we would require that they get that rental license and property insurance and that they maintain those for the duration of the loan term. We're also prioritizing units that are currently occupied by tenants, again, in the spirit of really trying to target and improve habitability and safety of active rental units. So here are the rents, up to about $1,300 for a 2-bedroom or $1,600 for a 3-bedroom. These will shift slightly on an annual basis as the city's area median income changes, but we don't expect to see dramatic changes. I think that these may actually go up in a couple of months, but we're waiting on the federal government to release the new area median income amounts for Philadelphia. And again, we really think that this will meet a need for a really wide set of rental properties in Philadelphia because these rents, again, are not so far off from market rent in a lot of neighborhoods. So as I mentioned up top, this is a fully forgivable loan product, and we're starting with one product. And then as I'll talk about, we may be expanding beyond that. So we're starting with a loan up to $25K with a 10-year term. That amount will not trigger prevailing wage, so that makes it easier to find and work with contractors. There will be some small or some prepayment penalties in years 1 through 3. We're really looking to work with landlords who are planning to hold these, their properties for that full loan term. This is not a bridge loan. And loan forgiveness for this product will begin at the end of year 6 and be forgiven 20% annually for the second half of that loan. And if the criteria for forgiveness, which I'll go over in a moment, aren't met, the loan does need to be repaid at 4% interest. And we're really grateful to the city's neighborhood preservation initiative for providing the funding for this initial product. And to begin with, we are limiting the total amount that we'll lend to a single landlord to $100K, but that does mean that landlords with multiple units or multiple properties can apply for multiple loans. We allow a really wide range of uses with the loan proceeds, everything from basic systems, plumbing, electrical, flooring, a lot of roofing, windows and doors. Those are the things that we've started to see, as well as energy efficiency improvements. And we're really happy to be learning from and partnering with the Energy Authority to think through some of those energy efficiency improvements. Also things like, removing health triggers, so carpeting, pest management, asbestos, lead, as well as some external improvements. And we also allow soft costs to be covered with loan proceeds, so permits, drawings, etc. So this should really meet the full set of repair needs for most small landlords. There's very few things, other than kind of luxury items or splitting one unit into 2, adding roof decks, things like that, won't be allowed, but pretty much everything else that covers some sort of habitability, safety, efficiency improvement is allowable. And the criteria for loan forgiveness are also quite workable. We are limiting annual rent increases to 3%, with an exception for landlords who are renting to a housing choice voucher holder who can continue to request rent increases from the housing authority as they would normally. We also have a very short, simple lease amendment that protects the current tenant from any eviction that's not with good cause for the first 3 years of the loan term. And we'll be checking leases and L&I violations annually to make sure that landlords are abiding by the rent increases and maintaining a rental license and fixing L&I violations in a timely manner as they come up. So as I mentioned, on a kind of annual basis, we'll be working with landlords to get current leases, and PHDC staff will also be checking city public information to make sure that the requirements for compliance are being met. So we've launched this 10-year 25K loan product in a kind of soft launch mode to try and test it out, make sure that our systems are ready, that we're able to provide the clearest guidance to landlords. We're currently working on closing the first set of a couple of dozen loans that came in. And so our portal is closed at this particular moment to new applications while we process that first batch. But we'll be reopening in May to take additional applications with an even better and kind of more streamlined application process. And we are currently doing a kind of legal analysis on a larger 50K loan product that would have a 15-year term. We want to make sure that we fully understand some of the implications around prevailing wage before we launch, so that, again, we can kind of provide landlords the best experience possible. And so we hope to have additional clarity and kind of launch that product in the coming weeks and months, but there's a little bit where we want to make sure that we're ready before we put that one out on the market. And in general, we'll be assessing demand, looking at the need for additional products, collecting feedback from those who apply and from other stakeholders. And we're looking forward to both really growing and deepening this first product and thinking about other needs that exist outside of that as well. So I'll end here. We are happy to answer questions. I can put this email address and phone number in the chat, as well as our website. It contains more information than I've been able to cover today, and happy to take questions about particular properties or cases over email, where we can give kind of a more detailed response. The last thing I'll say is that we're really grateful to be working with a number of partners on referrals. Again, really the goal here is to reach landlords who might not have been fully in compliance with city requirements in the past and who see this really as an opportunity to close some of those deferred maintenance issues, get a rental license, et cetera. So we're working with the eviction diversion program, with L&I, with the housing authority, and looking forward to working more closely in the future with the utilities, potentially the health department, again, really to find landlords at points in time where they're coming into contact with city systems, whether that's appealing a code violation, being put on an abatement list as a HCV landlord, failing a lead dust wipe test, et cetera, places where we can really come in, offer people an opportunity to fix the issues that have come up. And we're always open to thinking through new referral pipelines, and I imagine that Hapco will be a good resource there. I will go ahead and stop screen sharing, but happy to answer questions.
Sure.
I just want to commend the city for stepping up with this program. Right now, there's very little incentive for any investor to invest in affordable housing in the city. Unfortunately, the city could go a long way by offering tax incentives as well. But this is a start in the right direction, and it's greatly needed by mom and pops who were devastated from the COVID nonsense of not collecting rent for over 18 months in this city. And it's really, really needed. And I'm hoping that through Hapco and all other organizations, we can get the word out. There is one issue I take. Now, I understand the 3% increase, no problem at all. Unfortunately, we have a city that loves to do tax reassessments, especially when the market is at its highest. So here's the issue. And the issue is this city just went through a tax assessment, and we have people that taxes went up anywhere between 50 to 250%, which so my question is this: would there, in certain circumstances, would there be any way to,
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
would there be any way to appeal that 3% to maybe take it up another 2 or 3%, just to help with cover some of the costs of the tax increases?
Thanks, Greg. Yeah, that's a good question and point is well taken. As it stands, there's no appeal process. That 3% is there for the loan term, and in part because preserving affordability is really the cornerstone of this program. But I hear your point, and I think we'll be looking internally at other ways that we can be working with landlords to accommodate whether it's tax increases or other kind of unforeseen costs that might make it hard for them to maintain that 3%.
I mean, I would think that, well, you have more influence than I do at the city level, but somehow you can tie this in with the city taxes and say, look, if that place is in this program, especially if it's in this program, why can't we limit the tax increases over the life of the loan? I mean, they're only getting the 3% increase. So, you know, the city needs to take responsibility for the mess that we have right now with affordable housing. And that would be a step in the right direction. And maybe with your influence, you can help out with that. But I love the program, and it's like I say, it's sorely needed. Thank you.
Thanks. I see that JC has a hand up.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Yes, I apologize. I did get on pretty late. And it's more not really a question. I wanted to know if you could put the slide back up so that I can screenshot for the maximum rents for the affordable.
Yeah, what I'm actually going to do, and even easier than that, I'm going to put the link to our website in the chat right now, and that has really all the information that I shared on those slides, including that table with the rent increases, with the rent amounts.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah, and I see Eric and Lori have a hand up as well.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for your excellent presentation. My question is in regard to how long does the loan take to process to go through? I don't know if I missed that or not.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, some of that is in flux. We're just getting started and working to streamline things. But in general, there's no traditional underwriting because it's a forgivable loan. So it should be pretty quick. You know, we're looking at, kind of 10 business days for the initial processing, assuming that we receive all of the documents. We do an initial inspection prior to closing. But again, if we receive all of the documents, it should really be kind of a 2-week process to get to closing.
Oh, excellent. Okay, thanks for the answer. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Also, I want to make sure both these presentations will be available for us after this meeting, right?
I'd be happy to share the slides.
Yeah, that would be great. Because I'm pretty sure our members may have questions, like deeper questions about these new programs. So is it possible for us to have a second meeting, maybe afternoon, anytime afternoon? Because I think most of our members are available afternoons. So after this meeting, let me know if everyone is available for a second session of the same topic, maybe anytime after 2 weeks or so, afternoon time, they're like 2:30 or 3.
Sure, I'd be happy to accommodate that. I'd also suggest, just from our program's perspective, be better to do it probably towards the second half or the end of May, once we've reopened our portal, and that way we can also take questions from folks who have gone through the intake form and have questions rather than before we've relaunched.
Sure, that really works. So what we do is we will be putting all this information out to our forums and our website, and we will roll it like 1 or 2 times. Plus, we have newsletter coming up, so we'll put it there as well. And we probably will put the customer service number and the email address. So if they have any questions, probably they will reach out to you guys, or maybe through our office, we can share that info. And yes, May 2nd week, yeah, that works. If it's afternoons, we will try to get more people join here. Since it's like new program information, there will be people trying to find what, the information available through our website, and then later they will join.
Great. Yeah, one thing I would just reiterate, I think I said the same thing to Lori, who asked the question. Our website is the best place to find information about this program. I don't mind sharing the slides, but I would really encourage Hapco to direct people to the website, because again, this is a new product. We're always trying to update, clarify our guidance, and I wouldn't want someone looking at slides that become outdated in a month or so, when our website will have the most up-to-date information.
So the link that you shared, Rachel, that's the one we should.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I direct everyone. And that will be the same page where folks will apply once we reopen the portal.
Sure. So we will put that information there. And I'm pretty sure there will be more questions coming up from our members. Especially
Always happy to answer them.
Yep.
Love questions. Hopefully we answered a lot in this in the meeting, and you'll have the recording, so you can also post that. But people are very welcome to reach out to us directly, or we'll be happy to do another video, another Zoom later on this spring. So yeah, just wanted to thank Rachel too for joining us, as well as the American Water Resources team.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tabine and Rachel, Alon, and Tyrone. And I think I missed
And Louis.
Thank you so much
Thank you.
for coordinating this, and we will be
Absolutely.
eager to hear from you for the next session.
All right, sounds good. I'll reach out with the slides and to coordinate dates, and I'll send this recording as well.
Yep. Thank you so much.